whatever you want. I got special guests on. Go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
I am Jared Bates from Network 216 and the Illegal Handle of Face show. What's going on, my man? Thanks for having me.
Good, glad that you on. As y'all know, I like to give my guests a 5 to 10 minute ether segment at the beginning. So go ahead, Jared. What you want to get off your chest, man?
I mean, the only thing I want to get off my chest really is just I'm glad that this Deshaun Watson era is finally over in Cleveland. And it has been such a weight on top of the organization, on top of the team, on top of fans. It separated fans all the way through. I am 100% glad it's over and it's done with, and hopefully we will not see him back in a Browns uniform again, and we can move on from this whole situation and be done with it.
What about Miles Garrett? You think they're going to get rid of him too?
Oh God, no! They would be stupid if they got rid of Miles Garrett. I mean, he's a cornerstone for this organization. He was drafted by him, brought in. He bought into the team when nobody else did. He's been here through thick and thin. I mean, the only way I could see them getting rid of him if it's a complete rebuild. And they said, Miles, we're going to send you to where you need to go. We're just going to break everything down, start over again. And if they do that again, I mean, be prepared for 0-16 and 115 all over again. It's not going to be pretty for a couple of years.
Yeah, what about Stefanski? You ready for him to go too, or you want to keep him?
I want to actually see what he can actually do with his quarterback. I don't think he's actually gotten his quarterback. He came in, adopted Baker. They went out. They wanted to get Deshaun. He tried from all the reports that we've heard, and I don't know if you read the Jason Lloyd article. They tried to like revamp everything around Deshaun Watson instead of using the Stefanski system. So with that being said, I'd like to see him with his own quarterback because if you find the teams that did well that he coached with Flacco did his offense so well, and it was clicking. Baker did it for the longest time until he got hurt. So I just want him to actually have his own quarterback and actually get a real shot because when a two-time coach of the year, you got to give the guy at least one more chance and make ship right and do it his way and the way it should be done. And I think they're doing that for him now. And I hope so because I hope they bring in a guy that he's comfortable with and he can coach up because, I mean, if a guy that's taken five quarterbacks to the playoffs, I mean, how can you say no to a guy like that? I mean, he had Joe Flacco, he had, DTR, he had, I just, I think it was, what did I say on our show? It was like 15 starting quarterbacks he's had since he's been here. And it's just ridiculous. Ridiculous.
You think what kind of offense you think Stefanski run? You think it's running gun, West Coast, pass and shoot? What kind of offense you think he run?
He loves that wide zone. So he loves that wide zone,
Yeah.
stretch out the offensive line, break everything open, and also the play action off of it. And we've seen
Yeah.
it work. We've seen it work here in Cleveland. We've seen it with Baker. Baker did it. A guy that's going to be under center, but not under center all the time, but he's going to be under center. Those long handoffs. I mean, I kind of niche it close to where we're at with like San Francisco's offense, where they run that little wide zone. They do a lot of pass out of that. So just something of that nature, I think they're going to try to get back to because they were in the shotgun mostly last year. And I think that kind of killed them too, because if you look at it, Nick Chubb is not a running back out of the shotgun.
Mm-hmm.
Jerome Ford has done it, but he's not a true running back out of the shotgun. You get those boys going downhill like Derrick Henry does, it's a different story with those boys. You can't tackle them. So I hope they go back to the wide zone, which is sounding like they are. And if they do, I think that's going to be the best thing for our team. Be a run first and then pass second offense, which is where they've shown their true colors and where they've been good at.
You feel like would you be surprised with Nick Chubb when he get back healthy, you ask for a trade, or you think he gonna stay with Cleveland?
That's a tough one. And it's so tough because he's such he embodies Cleveland. Like he
Mm-hmm.
is just Cleveland to the core. Doesn't talk, goes out, does his job. Like he is just that guy. And I'm so glad that they brought him back this year. They extended him, signed him, everything else. I feel bad that the way the year went for him. He showed a little bit of flashes, but he's still not where he was at 100%. And then he gets his foot broken, and then that's another one. I don't see him going anywhere because I don't think he wants to go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope the Browns realize that and they re-sign him and they lock him up and let him retire at Cleveland Brown because I think that's what he deserves. I mean, just me personally, as a fan, Nick Chubb is like one of my favorite Browns players ever. And to see him not be able to get and stay at Brown, it would be devastating for me.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I feel like, oh, that's the tough one too. It's sort of feel like he want to leave, but he don't. But I feel like he not gonna waste all his prime. You know, as a running back, they got like a 3.5, 4 year period. Then you know how teams do now. But yeah, I feel like Nick Chubb, he want to leave, but he don't. But I feel like depending on how next season goes, I think that during around the trade deadline, the Browns look like they 0-8, 0-7. He done.
I mean, it might not be just him. I mean, it might be other people with him. I mean, we got a lot of veterans on this team. We're not a young team anymore, so we got a lot of veterans on this team. And next year, that's why it's kind of weird how this draft is going to come out. I mean, how do you feel about the relationship with the team now that it's like an older team? Like, what would you like to do with this team?
I'll need Myles Garrett because I need fans in the seat. It's a business at the end of the day. So I'll keep Myles Garrett. I'll probably stroke him up like they doing now. Let's the media thing and all that. Okay. Nick Chubb, I'll trade. I feel like there's a lot of good running backs in college that I can replace him with. So I'll trade Nick Chubb. All them guys we brought in for I'll say Deshaun Watson era, I'll trade them too. But you get some good trade picks when they're like, they traded Cooper. I ain't never liked him anyway. They traded Cooper and all them. Defense side, we need linebackers. I feel like the Browns just cannot. Ever since the the mid 2000s era, we had like Jackson and all them. Y'all know what I'm talking. If you a Browns fan, you know Jackson. Okay. Ever since then, like, we just not good at drafting linebackers. Secondary, I believe we got like top 5. Okay, I think we done went down to the top 10. We used to have top 5, but I think guys now feeling themselves and stuff. I say top 10 secondary, but linebacker, I think we like bottom 10. Like, linebacker core is not good in Cleveland, man. I'm saying like they be trying to get them Penn State dudes or the Georgia boys, and they get the wrong one. Y'all pick the right teams. Y'all just get the wrong player from that squad. But what would you do differently? With the draft and all that.
With them having the second pick, they're in a weird spot because you can get a quarterback. You're not going to get your quarterback probably. You can get another quarterback if you want to. But there's also at a spot now where they need a lot of help and a lot of draft capital after this that they could trade down. Still stay in the top 10, get a top 10 player, get some extra picks, and go from there. Because and this is just, I know anything behind it. I think they're going to trade down. I think they're going to move back. And if they do move back, I think they're either going to bolster the offensive line or bolster the defensive line. We still haven't had anybody match up with Myles Garrett. And obviously, we need a left tackle. I know we have Dwan Jones. We have that, but we also have a lot of older cats. Batonio's older, Teller's older, Conklin's older. We're going to need a great youth movement to build up that line again. And I think they'll do that and bring in one of these veteran free agent quarterbacks to kind of put a Band-Aid on the dam right now and maybe draft a quarterback later rounds like 4, 5, and just see what happens because the next year's draft class of quarterbacks is supposed to be spectacular if everybody comes out the way it is. It's supposed to be, fingers crossed. But I mean, you have 2 quarterbacks right now that are questionable with Sanders and with Cam Ward. Sanders probably doesn't want to come to Cleveland. Let's just be honest. His dad's probably saying, "Hell no, you're not going to Cleveland."
We don't want him. We don't want.
But I understand that. But then you also have very good quarterbacks further down. You have Jackson Dart out of Ole Miss. Will Howard will be coming out of this from Ohio State. I'm not saying I want him, but there's other quarterbacks that are going to be coming out in this draft that you could actually piece and maybe get behind. But I really do think they're going to go with the veteran route and get a veteran quarterback in here, whether it be Sam Darnold, if he signs, depends on what he does there in Minnesota. You have other ones. I know that Kirk Cousins has been linked and all that stuff. But I think that's what they'll end up doing is trading down, get some more draft picks, and take a swing next year.
Browns, that's all I'm going to say. Please do not draft one of the big-time quarterbacks from Tim Couch, Derek Anderson, Colt McCoy. I don't like Baker. Some of y'all do. I don't. Please, Johnny Manziel, please. Please stop drafting the big-time quarterbacks.
Now, hold on. Now, I do believe that Tim Couch got a huge raw deal here in Cleveland. I think that he would actually been a great quarterback if he wasn't drafted by Cleveland. Now, hear me out. You sit there and laugh at me. Hear me out, though. It was an expansion team. He had nothing but backups as an offensive line. Okay? He had no running game, no wide receivers. And he still got to the playoffs with the Browns.
You sure because it wasn't that defense, though? Because the Browns' defense was not that horrible. It was the offense was garbage.
The offense was garbage. I'm not saying it wasn't.
Defense wasn't that bad.
No, but I mean, I do think that Tim Couch, if he was on a different team than an expansion team, I think he would have been a good quarterback. Hey, I'm not saying a Hall of Famer, but I think he would have been better than what he was.
I feel you on that. I just feel like Browns, please stop going after them hyped up quarterbacks. Like, and the sad part is, y'all be talking about, them teams we not listening to the fans or the writers, or we be telling y'all, stop going. Man, when y'all was picking on Johnny Manziel, I'm like, no. Like, I was like, no. Colt McCoy, whoever, man, no. Y'all need to stop. Then, when y'all saw the Deshaun Watson, I was like, okay. The problem was I knew he had allegedly all the media stuff going on. So I'm like, why y'all like?
Hey, I 100% agree. 100% agree.
Just stop, man. But let's go ahead and move on to the next topic before it get real. Let's stick with the Browns when we go on to the Cavs. Thoughts on the Browns' potential relocation to another city? What you feel about that?
Okay. Well, I don't think they're leaving the Cleveland area. That's the other thing. That's the one thing I don't think they'll ever do. Now, them going to Brook Park, I am a fan of that move. I think it'd be better for the whole Cleveland area than just the downtown. And you're giving me a look like I'm crazy?
Going to Brook Park.
Well, the only reason why is if you think about it, the infrastructure that's right there, you have all the highways right there. You can get in and out easy. You're not on the lake. You're not stuck downtown. You're not stuck in a stadium downtown. Plus, brand new stadium, domed. All right. More events, more things come to Cleveland. And it's not like downtown Cleveland's going to get less draw because people are going to be down there anyways, whether it be down at West 6 watching games. They have the Cavs down there still. They're still going to have their money down there. And plus, if you think about it, from, I believe, my understanding, and I could be horribly wrong on this, the land that they're using to build the stadium, Cleveland sold to Brook Park. So technically, it could have still been Cleveland, but they sold to Brook Park. But I like the new stadium look. I like, because they deserve it. They need a new stadium. We need a dome. If you want a dome, think about this. Dome equals Super Bowl. You have Super Bowl in Cleveland. We've never had that before. And I know all these people are like, well, it's the elements. You play outside. It's AFC North. Yeah. Until you chafe your nipples on your Carhartts when it's 13 degrees outside sitting up in the 500 deck. Like, yeah, it's football for about 30 minutes so you can't feel your fingers or toes. Like, I just like the new stadium. I don't think they'll move out of Cleveland. I know Cleveland's trying to stop them from doing that, but I think it's a good idea for the area, and I believe it's a good thing for the team. And if the area there, I think it'd be perfect. I mean, you're right next to the airport. You're right next to everything right there. They're talking about building a whole bunch, like a whole village around it to where you can tailgate, eat, do whatever you want to be an experience. And when does Cleveland ever get an experience like that?
I don't like the Brook Park move, man. We're going to try to keep it sports, but
Well,
We gonna
no,
talk about the media. I see the lawsuits with the city and the mayor and the sponsors and the Haslams. Man, we gonna keep it sports. But yeah, I hear what you say. It's just I don't like this happened with the who was his name? The old owner dude.
oh, Art Modell.
Yeah, right. Was it
Well,
right?
he moved it
Yeah.
all the way out of Cleveland, though. They're just moving down 71. It's not like they're moving out of Cleveland. You could throw a stone and hit Cleveland from where the stadium's going to be.
It's the principle, man. Like,
I
okay,
get what you're okay. I get what you're saying, but if you think about it, Buffalo Bills do not play in Buffalo. They play outside of Buffalo. Kansas City does not play in Kansas City. They play outside. The Giants, the Jets do not play in New York. They play in New Jersey. So there's other teams
no,
that are
Kansas
like
City don't play in Kansas City.
no, they're like outside of Kansas City.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm being dead serious. But I mean, like, there's only a handful of teams that actually play in the city that they're part of.
Now you got me. I know where. I know the. Of course, New York playing in New Jersey. Ain't no room in New York. Oh look. How long they always played outside Kansas City?
I'm pretty sure that's even they're trying to build a new stadium outside of Kansas City too.
No, they need a new stadium. They got that 1950 layout for
Oh
real.
yeah, they do. But no, like Buffalo plays in what is it, Orchard Park? So it's outside of Buffalo. You know, there's teams that play outside, like Chicago with their stadium. They're going to be playing outside of Chicago. So there's going to be teams that are outside the city. I just love that they're not moving. Hey, they're not moving to Tennessee. They're not moving to Nashville. They're not moving to, you know what I mean? They're not moving out of the state. They're not moving anywhere closer than 10 minutes down the road.
It's Saturday in Kansas City. I'm like, you mean like they play outside the city?
Outside the city limits, yeah.
I don't know. I don't live in Missouri, so y'all Missouri people let me know. It just, man, when they moved, this was before my time, before I was even born. But they moved the team to Baltimore, man. Man, that was the same as LeBron leaving Cleveland the first time.
I hear you, and a lot of people feel that way too. But I kind of look at it different because I look at it economically, because I think it's actually going to help out the whole Cleveland area, not just downtown. Because downtown, they even said, if I got to get my quotes right, I believe on a game day they have to pay overtime for all the police officers and everything downtown to take care of things like that. With Brook Park, they would have a different kind of structure. It would save downtown Cleveland a crap ton of money if the Browns move, because they wouldn't have to worry about the game day features and everything on Sunday, plus everything down at West 6 and everything they got to kind of control. So, I mean, I think it's a good move, but hey, until it's actually written down and ground is broke, we don't know what's going to happen yet.
Yeah, man. Y'all let me know. Y'all want the Browns to move or not, man? Like, let's go ahead and move on to the Cavs. What's your thoughts on Cavaliers season and NBA Finals chances?
Cavs season, I'm loving every minute of right now. They're playing as a team. They're on right now. I'm missing. I got some bets going on it, but I'll be watching it when we're done here. No, the Cavs are doing great. Cavs are a hot team right now. Number one in the East. Evan Mobley has turned into the unicorn that we've all been kind of hoping he has been. And they've been playing as a team. And that's been the fun part for me, is watching them play as a team. It hasn't been Donovan Mitchell 40 points every night. It's been Evan Mobley getting 28 one night. Jared Allen, the one night, he had like 30 points and 12 rebounds. Like, it's everybody's different with this team. Now, NBA Finals, man, playoffs are different. And I don't know if they can go that deep. I'd love to see how they do the rest of the season. But like, me and my co-host talk about this all the time. There's steps to the equation. You know, you already took the one step, you made the playoffs. You got to the second round. That's the next step. I can see them making the Eastern Conference Finals, but also you still have Boston, and Boston's Boston. Boston's not playing hard right now, but when it comes to playoff time, they can flip that switch. I mean, but it's like the Cavs when we had LeBron. You know, we didn't give a crap about the regular season. Just wanted to wait till the playoffs. And then once we got in the playoffs, it was light switch on, and we're in the finals again. Hey, how did that happen? I don't know if they're there yet. I hope that they're there, but I can see them making the Eastern Conference Finals, but I think it's going to be really hard to make the NBA Finals.
It's like one of those 2000s type team where you got like, let's do an example. This is an example. This is not a perfect comparison. Let's say you got Kobe, that's Mitchell. Shaq would be Garland. Even though they play two, that's why I said example. And three would be like a like Horace Grant or like a Robert Horry type player. Like
I love it.
Like, it's just like, okay, we know Mobley can shoot. He like a Horace Grant.
Mm-hmm.
We know Mobley can score 15, 20 when he want to. Mitchell, we already know he Kobe. He go score regardless. Shaq be playing, but when Shaq need to, he like Garland. Like, if Mitchell go down, we know Garland gonna score 30, 40. Yeah. The problem with this team is I like the team ball, but I think they need to set some strong standards. Like, I like how they're friendly. It's not one of them ego trip type teams. Everybody like playing, sharing the ball. Even the role players, I don't know the names top of my head because we talking, but even the role players like Max and all them, they get they points. But when playoffs come, I need Mitchell to be like, I'm number one. Garland be like, I'm number two. Like y'all do not go to the playoffs and think the role players think they about to be dropping 30 like they do during the regular season. No.
They'll trim that down in the playoffs. Like right now, we have a big rotation. So there's 10 guys playing right now. Once you get to the playoffs, there's going to be like 7, maybe 8 guys, depending on your bench. And it's going to be mostly Donovan Mitchell and everything else. But also, if you think about this right now, with all these guys playing right now, you're taking minutes away from Donovan Mitchell, getting him rest throughout the season so that he can actually play, get prepared for the playoffs, and then actually do good. And I love what you said about Garland, because Garland has come back. Like last year, I wanted them to trade Garland. I wanted Garland the hell out of Cleveland. And he has changed my mind, and he's playing some great basketball right now. And they complement each other, which is the best thing.
Why you want Garland gone?
At the time, because you had 2 6-footers in the backcourt, and you need a bigger wing. You can't have Donovan and another 6-footer and them kind of coexist. I like what they're doing now when they're doing the separate spots where they come on to start, but then they split them up afterwards. Like we have this Ty Jerome. Ty Jerome is like 6'4". He's not 6 foot. So I like a bigger backcourt, because you're going to run into teams like Orlando, Indiana, these teams that actually do have a bigger backcourt, where you're having a 6'5" and a 6'4" guy guard, Donovan and Garland, and they got a bigger wingspan. I would like a bigger point guard along with, Mitchell, but we're going off the norm. We have 2 7-footers down low. So we have 2 7-footers down low, 2 6-foot guards, and then a 6'6" guy or 6'7" guy. And then that's where we're at. And it's, it's not NBA today, because normally NBA today is 6'9" guys all across the board.
Well, yeah, I forgot all about Jared Allen. Jared can score 22, depending on the team. Okay, we play a team like Boston. I believe Jared Allen, he gonna be like the primary scorer, because Porzingis and whoever they got down low, Boston is built 1 through 3. Drew Holiday, that light skin dude, they got Jaylen Brown and then Jason Taylor. I mean Derek White, that's his name. 4 and 5 for Boston, that's where they start to go up and down. Yeah, you still got Al Horford and all them. That ain't about to work. Let's see, Indiana. They still got the Reggie Miller effect going on. They still think they that team. Y'all is when y'all had that team with Paul George, that's when y'all supposed to win. But we know how politics work. LeBron, the media trying. We ain't about going to Illuminati. Let's see. Another threat, I can see Orlando. Orlando, that team, they got that the White High. What's his name? Benchiro. Yeah, he like
Arrow.
Man, they always got them a center like every decade. The Shaq to the White Howard, Vucevic and Eric Gordon, they was alright. But this dude right here, like this dude,
he's good. He's really good.
Man, that Orlando team be balling, man. They're like the only three threats. I don't know what's wrong with the Atlanta. Trae Young, no, just go ahead and ask for a trade, bro. Like, you know, you only in Atlanta because you remember how everybody was saying Trace McGrady need to be traded from Orlando. But come to find out, he was making like $200 million contract before that was even heard. Yeah, that's what he on. Like, bro, you ain't in Atlanta for the money, though, because you know that team trash. Atlanta supposed to be like, in Milwaukee. Giannis, you only there so your brother can be playing. Like, come on now. You know any other team, they're going to tell the Giannis whatever, they're going to say no. Giannis on that team strictly for his brother. Everybody knows. We ain't about to censor nothing. Giannis, you only playing for the Bucks so your brother can play.
And
I get it, though. I ain't hating, but come on now. New York.
Knicks are good. But it's the Knicks.
I don't know, bro. I feel like New York, they got that 90s Patrick Ewing team going on with Cat. That team, I'll be watching New York play. The crazy part is, I think they bench be balling harder than the starters.
Probably.
That's the crazy
Probably.
Part. I mean, why? Like, I'm telling you, it's like the 90s with Patrick Ewing. You know, the bench played the D. Offense was scoring. If Cat go down, that team become trash. I think when Cat go down, that team trash. But as long as they got Cat, I don't know if he on some old head mentality like, y'all been saying I've been scrubbed for this long. Let me turn up. Because we all know you got punked by Jimmy Butler, bro. Like, let me take the last 5 off the bench. Anyway, yeah, man, so any more thoughts on the Cavs, or that's your final take?
That's kind of my final take. I think they're going to be great. Like, they're down. It's not looking good right now. They're down 44-24 right now. But we'll see what happens at the end of this game. It's a 4-quarter game. But I think they're a good team. They're a playoff team, obviously. It's just how they want to play in the playoffs and if they can make that next step. And it looks like they're learning to make that next step during the regular season.
All right, y'all. Let's get back. I know I went a little rant there. I just had to let that be known.
No, it's Bud. You got to sometimes.
Yeah, let's go here. Let's get back on football real quick. I'm gonna ask you a question, but it's like an obvious one. So the question would be, who will win the Super Bowl and who you think will win the NFL MVP?
Sugar Bowl is easy. I'm not even little OH right there.
No, Super Bowl.
Oh, Super Bowl. I thought you said
NFL
Sugar Bowl.
MVP.
Okay.
Yes.
Super Bowl for me would it's got to be Kansas City. Until they get beat, I'm always going to bet on Kansas City. And it's just weird. I think there's somebody that can challenge them. I believe that Baltimore, and I hate to say this being a Browns fan, Baltimore, what they did to Pittsburgh, and they're just looking tough right now. Baltimore's looking tough. But MVP wise, you almost got to give it to Lamar again. Lamar Jackson's just something different. I don't even know how to explain. Like, it's either him. You got Josh Allen in the mix too, but like Lamar Jackson's just, hey, it's like playing Madden when you're on easy mode and you're just juking everybody out of their shoes. I don't even know how to explain it. Like he is that good, and for him to be picked, 32nd overall in the draft and to be soon to be 3-time MVP says something, and that's who I would pick. What about you?
Super Bowl. I want Jalen to win, but like you said, long as the NFL got the money train with Kansas City, I'm gonna have to go with them, man. I hate to say it, but I'm gonna say Lamar. Because Lamar might upset him, but the Super Bowl running through the AFC. Let's say NFC, unless Philly just turned up, like they just on some other stuff.
Hey, don't sleep on Detroit, man. Detroit's got a serious team now. They do. They do.
I know they do.
It's hard. I know it's hard. We're Browns fans. I know it's hard. Like Detroit can have a good team, but we can't. I know it's hard.
Detroit, it's not even that. Like I'm low key a Lion fan. Like Cleveland and Detroit go hand in hand. Cause we both be soccer. Now Detroit good. I feel like the Browns good in my opinion, but Detroit just. I just can't, man. Like, I can't go. Like, y'all got the team. Like, yeah, y'all won 15. What they won? 15-2, 14-2.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Chiefs. Yeah, but y'all just not. Y'all be playing. Okay. You know how you had Steve Nash and the Suns in the 2000s. Remember that on 7. That's on the Chiefs. They fast-paced offense. They got flashy plays. They like the Lakers and all that. Okay. Then you got teams like the Knicks with Passion Ewing and them. They like a grit and grind, or like Isaiah Thomas. Like they fun to watch, but you not really on them because they just slow-paced. So that's Detroit. Like y'all more like an old-fashioned, slow-paced type team. The Chiefs is more like a run and gun. They just throwing flashy plays. They doing all the flashy stuff. So I just can't get behind Detroit because they just so boring to me.
I get it.
They just boring. I be like, bro, can we have y'all see a one-hand Odell or somebody get ran over? They play it safe to me. Like you don't think Detroit play it safe? They just be playing it too safe to me.
And they play a different style of football, but dude, hey, sometimes that different style slows down and messes up everybody. It
does.
I mean, the one thing that Baltimore did, and the one thing I love that Baltimore did, is they realized they needed a running back besides Lamar Jackson, and they went out and got King Henry. King Henry still looks like he's 22 years old, breaking tackles and everything else. Like. I asked one. I'm going to ask you because I asked one of my boys on my show. I said, "Hey, how would you rank Derrick Henry? Is he a top 3 all-time running back, top 5, top 10, or top 20?" Because for me, right now, the way he has gone in his longevity, I have him as a top 5 running back all time.
I'm gonna say 10.
Top 10.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 10. I'm playing.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Cause we already know Walter Berry. Ain't nobody better than Berry to this day. I don't care. Saquon was supposed to be the next Berry, but Saquon.
He's working on it.
I think New York did him dirty. I think the problem was Berry was just more hungry. Saquon, he got more complacent. Like he was more on some like, yeah, I'm just that dude. Let me just chill now. Like no. Barry every year was coming. Like, Barry every year was coming. Like, and Saquon, I don't think he had love for New York. And the fact he played for Penn State, you can see he hungry now because he back in Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah. He back in Philly.
Yeah, he a Pennsylvania dude. New York, you can tell that was he wasn't feeling that. But Saquon, not Saquon, Barry was breathing Detroit he sleep, but. Then you got Eric Dickerson. He had short, but he was at the time.
I know you have Jim Brown. I'm talking like, yeah, you had Jim Brown. Jim Brown is probably one of the best running backs ever. Barry Sanders. What do you mean? No, you're saying no to Jim Brown?
Jim Brown the most. I hate to say this. Jim Brown just. If it wasn't for the movies, do you really feel like Jim Brown would be like recognized the way he is?
It wasn't even for the movies, but yes, I mean, 9 seasons, dude. He quit. He retired. He wasn't even in his prime, and every year he put out 1,500 yards rushing and multiple touchdowns. Like he was the anonymous. He was that guy, and then just retired too early. Like he could have played another 5-6 years. Like he could hold every record in the NFL if he would have finished playing and not retired when he did.
I don't know, man. I got
Oh, you better look that up. You better look that up.
I know. Trust me. Barry, I feel like Barry played in a more aggressive era. Like Barry played a more athletic era. Like with, and he ain't. Jim Brown had the O line. Some of them guys was Hall of Fame. Barry had no O line.
I'm not saying it, and I love Barry Sanders, and I think Jim Brown, and I believe Nick Chubb is cut from the same cloth as Jim Brown. It's just there's a different running style, and that's all it is. And I believe that when Jim Brown got the ball, there's nobody stopping Jim Brown. It didn't happen.
I feel you on that. I know a lot of people, they're going to be talking about Emmitt Smith. Emmitt Smith had Larry Allen, and that team was just so stacked. That Cowgirls.
Hey, I'll give him his touches. That's fine. I got him as a top 10 running back, but he's not my top 5.
Other people.
I'm not worried about them.
Emmitt Smith, Emmitt Smith, man, look, Emmitt Smith, he was good. He was beasting, but you can take any mediocre. Okay, I'm lying. Take any top college running back coming out of his draft. Let's say top 5 of them. Of course, they gonna have all them yards. Did you see that online he had? Man, they had Reggie White. Oh, look, what was it Lawrence Taylor? Man, they had Lawrence Taylor on the side. That online was nobody going through that. Troy Aikman is. I know this is off topic. I like to do these sometimes. What's your thought on Troy Aikman? Like, you think he overrated, or you think he was that, or we gonna say he was good?
Troy Aikman's a tough one. I think Troy Aikman, I put Troy Aikman, there is like levels to where I believe quarterbacks are at. You have like the top echelon, Tom Brady. I believe Peyton Manning is up there in that one. Then you go down to the next step, and then you have like elite. You have like Patrick Mahomes right now. I think Troy Aikman is a great quarterback, but I don't know if I have him in my top 20.
Troy, so it's like I don't even think it's him. I just think it's Cowboys fans. I think it's
Cowboys fans are irrational. Hey, if Cowboys fans shit rainbows, they would say it smelled like Skittles, and you're like, no, it smells like shit. It really does. And you're like, no, it smells like Skittles. No, you can't argue with Cowboys fans. You can't. You just can't. It's horrible. I hate to say it, but it's true.
Troy is one of them dudes, because I'm like, I seen something on Twitter. Troy one of them dudes where it's like, I feel like he was mediocre coming out of college. But he just drafted it's like you said earlier with Tim Couch, if he would have been drafted to the right team, I think that's what. But I feel like when Troy had to show and prove, low-key, I felt like that's when he got exposed. Like, let's say after 1997. After 97, when they lost everybody, Jerry couldn't really pay all them dudes on their table no more. We know what Jerry was doing. So, like, you was not paying. You did not have, like, 20 out of the top 50 guys on one team. You weren't paying them on their table. Come on, dog. Jerry. The 49ers too. Yeah, we know how y'all was getting back. Anyway, I feel like after 97, that's when Troy Aikman had to show and prove, and that's when he retired. That's how I got him mediocre. Cause like when you had to show and prove, that's when you like Peyton Manning. Peyton, y'all be calling Peyton great. I don't. Man, Peyton. He up there, but let's be for real. Peyton ain't really start balling until they got what's his name, Reggie Wayne and all them. The white.
Can't even say that though, because guess what? If Peyton Manning was if he was in the NFC instead of the AFC and had to go up against Tom Brady all the time, you would think differently of it.
He wasn't going against Brady. He was going against Belichick. Come on, man. He was not going against
hold on. And who was the quarterback that's got like 19 freaking Super Bowls that everybody loves and everybody thinks is a GOAT because he's got all those Super Bowl rings.
Everybody don't think he's a GOAT. Man, every Super Bowl Tom Brady got is questionable, except the first one. So, come on, man. You be saying it. Don't go.
Hey, I do not want to upset my Michigan brethren that co-hosts with me because he'll be upset if he hears me, but I think Tom Brady's overrated too.
Man. Oh, he definitely going to come on here. I need to ask him some questions, man.
Oh, I'll get him on for you. You'll love it.
Because he out here talking about Brady to go. I'm like, bro, let's go through every Super Bowl. Like, other than I'm gonna get him the first one. The first. After that, the other two, there was the defense games. It was not Brady, it was defense.
After he'll argue with you all day about that. It was Brady.
The 07 one, that was Randy Moss and the defense. That was not Brady. Okay, later after that, that was some Illuminati type stuff. We know. Like that Russell Wilson throw that pick, and then all of a sudden Russell Wilson got like a $200 million contract. Come on now, he got paid off. Like, dude, bring your co-host on here. Then who was really watching them other Super Bowls? After that, man, every time they be talking about Patriots in the playoffs, I was like, I ain't watching. Because we already know that stuff was so scripted. Like, anyway, let's go ahead and move on to the last topic. Yeah, get your co-host on here, man. That's going to be a good part.
I will.
Well, Ohio State won. Well, of course, you're going to say yeah, but.
Oh, God, yeah.
Well, Ohio State won a championship game. Will it be a close loss?
It will not be a close loss. God, I hope Ohio State blows them out. I hate Notre Dame. There's two teams in college that I hate, and Michigan and Notre Dame are my two colleges. I can give a crap less about anybody else, but man, I hate Notre Dame. I hate that they get to play what they want to play. I hate that they are not in a conference. I hate that they had quarterbacks that deemed so good that they came to the Browns and they still sucked. But I have Ohio State winning probably by 2 touchdowns on this one. I think it might be closer because I do love the coach for Notre Dame, Marcus Freeman. But I just think the talent-wise, I mean, Ohio State's just too talented right now, and they took out everybody. I mean, they took out Tennessee. They took out Oregon. They took out Texas. Like, they took out the path of everybody that they needed to get through to get to here. And if Ohio State loses this national championship, for me personally, it'll be worse than the loss to Michigan.
What's it? Hold on. If I can be mistaken, if I ain't wrong, why is it Notre Dame in the ACC?
Nope. They are in basketball, not in football.
Oh, they are in basketball.
They are in basketball. They are everything else except for football. In football, they are still independent. Like, it's crazy, isn't it?
Hold up. Please tell me they ain't one of them D1 schools where they got like baseball and the FCS. I mean, like the Big Ten, basketball, AC. Like, that is so stupid. Like, why all y'all not in just one conference? Like,
because they think that they are God, and they think they have, and which they do. They get money like you wouldn't believe because of their sports network that they have with Notre Dame. But they think like they didn't have to play a conference championship. Everybody else did. They just, hey, that's fine. We'll go 11-2. We don't play a conference championship. We're not losing. Hey, we'll get into the playoffs. Like, play a conference championship, get in a conference, and actually do it the right way.
I could have sworn they kept hyping up that in football it was Notre Dame and Clemson. That's what I'm thinking. They was ACC.
No, Clemson played. Oh my God, it wasn't Notre Dame. It was a team that just got left out. Not South Florida. Actually, they did make it. Hold on. Hold on. Now we're going to do a little research. ACC.
Yeah, but I'm gonna let you look it up. But Notre Dame, come on, man, y'all need to stop.
They didn't play Notre Dame. It was Clemson because I know that not Syracuse. Yeah, Syracuse won. And they ended up with title game. Yeah, I know that. Clemson beat, and here we go. Come on. 2024. Clemson, SMU. They played SMU Mustangs.
Who played them?
And so Clemson won, SMU lost. They went 11-1, but I believe SMU they played Penn State in the playoffs. So, but yeah, Notre Dame's just Notre Dame. They just think they're better than everybody else.
What? I ain't trying to get you personal business. What you had a cousin or something that went to Notre Dame?
Do you?
I ain't never had one.
No. I've had nobody go to Notre Dame. You want to know why? Because my family, the GPA wasn't big enough to get into Notre Dame.
Notre Dame is one of those schools, man. Like, first of all, I hate that movie, Rudy. That movie is so trash. Like, bruh only played 2 plays, man. Y'all acting like
it was okay. Okay, all right. I hear you on that one. What's your favorite?
Like Rudy?
It's okay. What's your favorite football movie?
I'm gonna say Remember the Titans, but I know it's another one I like. I just can't think of it right now. Remember Titans? No, what's that movie where they had your boy from Fast and Furious in it?
Varsity Blues.
Yeah, I like that. I like how they touched on the racism part, how he won't let the black dude. Oh yeah, let's speak on that real quick. Let's get off that real quick. I don't like how the media, and I hate when y'all do this. Like, okay, Notre Dame got hit a black head coach. Y'all all season, nobody was saying, yeah, Notre Dame got hit a black coach. They got hit, but nobody was pushing that narrative. Nobody was saying that. Okay, all of a sudden he makes the championship game. Oh, he's the first black coach. Man, stop, y'all, stop.
Do not bring me into this. Like I am not that media. I am not going to push that agenda. I understand where you're coming from.
I ain't saying you, Jared. If y'all want Jared too, Jared got nothing to do with this. This is me talk. Jared
I hear you.
Nothing to do with it.
It's amazing how it happens, isn't it? Just like a fart in the wind, it just comes out, and it's like, oh, okay.
Okay, so what's the difference between him being black his whole life and, he's the first black coach to make the championship? Stop. See, I see what y'all doing. Y'all stop. Just stop. Y'all weren't saying that the whole playoffs. He been coaching for years. Y'all didn't say that when he became the first head coach. Black head coach. Y'all wasn't pushing that then. Mm-hmm. Y'all was just saying Notre Dame got a new head. People already showed it. Notre Dame got a new head coach. It wasn't Notre Dame got a new black head. Y'all stop. Y'all always be doing that. Like, stop trying. It's like you trying to minimize. And Jerry, you ain't gonna say this because I'm gonna say it. Stop. Y'all be like every time somebody black, y'all trying to make it be they the first person. Stop. Like, stop. When okay. I don't even what's Urban Meyer. I said Urban Meyer won the award. Y'all is not gonna say Urban Meyer the first white dude who y'all not doing that. Y'all not doing that. So we not about to do it we is not about to do that. We not about to be Notre Dame first head black coach. Stop. Cause then if he lose, it's gonna be y'all cheated the black man for the white man. You see how they be trying to race bait, man? you see like y'all be trying to race bait. Cause what's Ohio State head coach name? I don't even like. What's his name?
Oh, Ryan Day.
Yeah, okay, Ryan Day. Oh, I had a brain fire. I said Ryan Day. If Ryan Day win, they cheated the black man because he was black. They cheated. Man, I already see the narrative, man. Y'all trying to race bait, man. That stuff is over with. Like, even if he do lose, it's gonna be Notre Dame lost. It's not gonna be they cheered the black coach because y'all see you see what they doing. They try. I get it. The media, the SEC, we get ESPN getting Jed. CB, all the top media sources, y'all brought the podcast game taking over. So y'all trying to, okay, so what's the next? Okay, we can't kiss a certain players no more. So let's play the race bait game. Yeah, that's how we gonna stay relevant. Ain't none of that happening. If Notre Dame lose, it's gonna be because Notre Dame just lost. It's not gonna be, yeah, they cheered the black coat. No, see, yeah. Every time I play these games, man, like I see y'all, like, Jay, you ain't gotta say. I get why you ain't gotta do it. They go, yeah, I would say they gonna be trying to play the, yeah, you know, they lost because they ain't want the black man to win. I just see it coming. How about it just be, yeah, Ohio State just had the better team. Notre Dame lost. Bam, y'all gonna, they let Ryan Day win because he white. They man. It ain't gonna be because Ohio State just got the better team. They got more prospects. They got bigger, faster players. No,
Nope.
We know what y'all. We know. Look, I'm gonna ask you too. So I'm like, yeah. Then I say they was gonna do it. Why? Just to see if Notre Dame lose, it's gonna be they cheered the black man. What? Y'all weren't looking at. You see, media be programming y'all. Y'all was not looking at that all season. I was not looking at that. As soon as it was announced that Notre Dame was going, oh, they got the first black. Stop. But yeah, man. So you think Ohio State gonna win by like 2 touchdowns? So
I think so.
So what's your score prediction?
35-21.
Yeah, I got that pretty much. I think it's gonna be like low scoring, mid scoring type game. Yeah, I got that too.
I just think that Ohio State's going to hit too many big plays, and that's what they're known for. And if you don't realize that, I mean, look at the Jack Sawyer strip and run back for a touchdown against Texas. You also had the screen pass for 72 yards right before halftime. They have too many home run hitters, and I think they're going to hit home 2 times more than Notre Dame. I believe it's going to be 35-34 to 17-21 game.
Man, that tight end we got the best running back. Gentry. No, I'm like, we got the second. I'm gonna give Gentry his flowers. That running back we got
2 of them.
But that tight end, that big dude, man, that dude, it's 2 of them too. I didn't even know we had a second one. We got Aaron Hernandez. I didn't know we had Aaron Hernandez and Grock going though. Them wide receivers we got, they speedsters. Catching wise, sometimes it be questionable, but they can blow past the defense. Will Howard. Let's just say Will go game manage. That's what I'm saying. I ain't big. I ain't got hopes with him. He a game manager. That's
Hey, all you gotta do is throw it up and pray for rain that somebody's coming down with it. And normally it works.
Defense. Oh, we good on defense. I think we ain't got the best, but I think we straight.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Kicking wise,
kickers suck.
What?
We'll be fine. It's gonna be fine.
We got to go for a lot of 2-point conversions, man. Because
it's gonna be fine.
That special team thing, Ryan. I know you be drilling over them 5 stars, but you need get you a kicker and a punter, bro. Please, like, don't get one. Of them, don't get one. What you gonna say? You go.
No. The only thing he needs to do is kick from the 2-yard line after they score a touchdown. That's the only thing he needs to do. This ain't the NFL. I don't need a 35-yard kick. I just need a 2-yard kick right there. I don't need anything from that. Hey, 4th and 7, let's go for it. Screw it.
Oh man, like I'm not worried about Notre Dame defense. I'm worried about the offense. Defense. Once you get past that D line they got, we good. Yeah, that secondary Notre Dame is I'm not worried about them, but that offense. Ohio State got to be on their toes. I'm just like you, even though Notre Dame don't be playing nobody for real because they play who they want to. That offense, I'm gonna give them their credit, but yeah, I got this a close game, but yeah, man, I know I went on a little rant. Because I just had to, because I'm tired of y'all with the race baiting and the meat. Not you, Jared, but y'all know ESPN and all that. I'm just tired of y'all doing that. But yeah, I think this was a good show, good pod. Jared, go ahead. Tell them they can find you at, bro.
Hey, I am part of Network 216. We have shows every day of the week. We have the Dude Network on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night. We have the Man Cave on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We have Scarlet and Gray podcast on Tuesday. We have my show, The Legal Hand of the Face, on Tuesday. And then we have Across the Calves, Talking All Calves. Just catch us at all of our socials at Network 216 and at Ham Illegal.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna have Jared back on there. I'm gonna have his guest on. We definitely gonna have that Brady segment because I want to hear this.
Hey, not a problem. I will get Big Bri on with you quicker than anything. All right.
Yo, I want to hear Brian. I'm gonna let him talk to you. You see, like, if he want to go all in, he go all in. I'm not gonna say a word, but Brian, I just be reasonable, bro. Don't please do not be reasonable. But yeah, man, this been episode 24 of TJ McKinley podcast. I forgot my thought. Oh yeah, we say we want hype on whatever we want. And thank y'all for watching. Go ahead, like, subscribe, retweet, comment. Please subscribe and like it, share it to all media platforms. I'm on Instagram now. Because TikTok on the way. Probably really don't care, but yeah, go ahead and follow my Instagram, Twitter, all that. And thank y'all for watching.